All right, guys. But today, as you know, was an awesome day. It was absolutely great. We made some big time profits over in Profits Chat. I was able to lock in, some very solid gains. I already went over that this morning. But if you guys did not see, again, I made $8,469, and that was on my two different plays, SGLB and UAVS. Now, both these plays were absolutely great, absolutely awesome. If you guys were not here for them this morning, I do want to go over them and just kind of talk about what was the pattern on SGLB and why as well UAVS went on a quick pop. So SGLB, we already said, what pattern is this? One of our go-to guys, the masterpiece pattern, correct? So SGLB went on a great pop and it went on a great rip. The stock this morning went all the way from 160 and spiked all the way up to highs around 260. Now, when we break down the masterpiece pattern, what do we need to understand? First thing, we look for a past chart rip, right? We look for a past chart spike. We look for a stock that has had a breakout in the past. Why? Because that shows that the stock is able to move. It shows that the stock is able to run. Why do we pick up, Tom Brady when we're playing fantasy football? Because he has a great past chart history, not chart history, football history, right? Why do we want to get Bell? Why do we want to get David Johnson? Because they get, a lot of good yards, get a lot of good points, if I'm talking about fantasy football still. And we could say, hey, they're going to carry over and have a very good season. It's the same exact thing when I'm looking at stocks, guys. I want to look at what did well in the past, so what's going to do well in the present. So SGLB, first things first, we see that thing has gone on a nice spike before. It shows us that this is capable of spiking, and it shows us that this stock can go on a spike. If we have never seen a spike in the past, guess what? It's not really going to be going on any sort of rip, right? I'd rather play a stock that has supernovas in the past, that has breakouts in the past, that has never gotten any sort of breakout. Again, we go towards some sort of like fantasy football player. Would you rather pick a football player on your team that has, 10 touchdowns in a season, or a person who's never got off the bench before? Exactly. So after that, we look for the stock to get low on the RSI. We look for it to fall. The RSI is the relative strength index. The lower the RSI, the more buyers can come on in. Because think about it. Imagine someone comes up to you off the street and says, hey, you want to buy a stock? It's extremely overbought. It's extremely, up very high, and it's probably going to be crashing anytime. You want to get involved? And you're probably like, no, get away from me, you freak. I'm just trying to walk down the street. Right? Right here, when you have SGLB on a very low RSI, when it comes all the way back down here in June, you have a lot of big buyers. Imagine someone came up to you on the street and said, hey, you know what? I'm a broker. I want to talk to you about this stock right here. It's extremely oversold. It has a lot of upside potential. It's at a very low area right now. And, we could be seeing a lot of buyers come in a little bit more. Depending on where you are, you may be like, yeah, maybe tell me a little bit more about it. So having an RSI on a much lower side definitely brings in more buyers and definitely can have that potential for that stock to go on a nice rip and a nice pop. So after that, what do we start seeing? We start seeing consolidation. Consolidation for about 2 to 3 months where there's not really any sort of activity. It's like all the buyers who wanted to get in, I bought in already. All the sellers who wanted to get out already got out. And the stock, is kind of sitting down in this nothing phase. We got our big rip, come back down, low on the RSI, consolidation, and then what? We start building higher lows. And the higher lows indicate that buyers are moving back on in. Now, to get that breakout, what do we need? We need a reason. We need a credible reason on why the stock may spike. And what was that credible reason now? Again, the higher lows start forming. And if we look right here, SGLB, what do we have? A perfect squeeze. We have established resistance. And now the stock comes back on down, comes up to resistance. Where does buying volume come through? At the break of resistance. And that's the masterpiece pattern. We have our nice rip in the past, comes back down, consolidates, higher low, 200-day moving average. Again, when I scroll back, the 200-day moving average kind of goes away a little bit. So let me just type it back in. There you go. We get an established resistance at the 200-day. We get a squeeze between the 13 EMA and 200-day moving average and our nice big pop. So SGLB was an awesome play. It was an awesome rip. We absolutely nailed this play and went on a giant climb right there. So I, could not be more pumped, could not be more excited for that. Now, with that being said, what else did we nail this morning? UAVS, right? UAVS, that was another great one. And UAVS, this stock went from 80 cents all the way up towards around 150. Now, with that being said, why did UAVS go on a nice rip? Well, after SGLB came back on down, there wasn't really too much going on, right? There wasn't really too much going on with this play. So, or in the markets, excuse me. So what were all traders doing? All traders are just scavenging around, looking for that next big breakout, looking for that nice rip. When we play the penny stock market, ladies and gentlemen, we are not just going to be able to see what? We are not just going to be able to say, okay, this one, has great financial institutes and, the CEO is a great, high class guy who's going to definitely properly put this business in line. No, that's not why these stocks rip all the time, right? This is penny stocks. A lot of times, day traders, momentum traders, swing traders are the ones who are pushing these stocks, moving these plays, and making them go on the patterns they are. A lot of it comes down to psychology, understanding the way traders work. If you understand the mob, understand the majority of people trading stocks, you will be able to predict the market. Stocks go up because people buy them. Penny stocks fall because people sell them, right? If I can understand if people are going to buy and sell, and the majority of them, if there's 100 people and I know what 80 people are going to do, I can predict the stock market. So I'm trying to think. Right now we just nailed SGLB. It was an awesome trade. I'm up about $7,000. And then what happens? Nothing. Nothing's going on. Nothing's really ripping. Everything's kind of at a little bit of a standstill. Maybe a little bit of a pop over where on NUH, right? NUH starts going on a nice little pop after SGLB came on down. Missed out on this one. And now this one starts coming back on down. And then what do we start seeing? Again, we start looking at UAVS. Now, first off, how did we find UAVS? Well, let's go back into like a 2-minute time frame, or let's actually just go back into a 1-minute time frame. Let's say, how did we find UAVS this morning? Well, UAVS this morning popped up on the top gainer list as probably about the number 9 or 10 one. It was kind of sitting like down here towards like PYDS or DCAR, and it was sitting right there. And that's when UAVS was just sitting right around like 90 cents. Now, after NAUH kind of it started getting halted 13 times. You can see NAUH getting halted nonstop, and that kind of deters traders away from it. No one wants to play in a stock that just gets halted nonstop. So I was saying to you guys, hey, if you guys are interested on UAVS right here, the moment that breaks through the 13 EMA, which was right around 95 cents at the time, watch your big buying volume come in. And why would big buying volume come in at the break of the 13 EMA? Number one, UAVS is a low float stock, right? It's a low float play of 3 million. We could easily see buying volume move in. Number two, we just had a big spike on SGLP, but that died off. We just had a big spike on NAUH, and that stock started getting a little bit weaker. Also, what just happened on NAUH? NAUH just went from a total of around 70 cents all the way up towards around 180. We have a stock that's somewhat in the same price range that went from, again, 81 cents and now coming up towards around 95 cents. With NAUH starting to fall, with SGLB starting to fall. People are saying, oh, wow, I can't believe I missed that play. Oh, wow, I can't believe I missed that play. Okay, UAVS, if that one breaks the 13 EMA, we have a reason to buy it. We're going from the bearish to the bullish side. Also, break of $1. And also, why can't it, why wouldn't it break? We just saw NAUH just break the $1 mark and go on a dollar rip. This is the same price, and it's a lower float. UAVS could possibly do that as well. So that's when UAVS started taking on off, broke 95 cents, 13 EMA, broke $1, and that's when I hopped in where, again, at 109. So I hopped in on that play at, that 109 mark, and that's when it got halted, had the gap up, and came all the way out, and I got out at 123, 127. And I was able to make a total of $8,469 today. So I was very happy with that. I was very pleased with that profit. Obviously I can't, can't complain at all with that profit. It's a very good day. It's a very solid day. But the thing that makes me more excited was you guys able to make the profit as well. I love making a big time gain, and that's absolutely awesome. But as I said, profits chat today, guys, from SGLB, 686, 152, 200, 210, 410, 802, 380, 120, 379, 1,000, 127, $300 again, 510, 520. Again, this is just from SGLB, right? These were all the SGLB profits. And then after our SGLB profits, what did we start moving over to? We had NAUH go, and then this is where we also had all the UAVS profits start coming on in, where we just keep going. So, it's absolutely awesome, guys. And I am, so happy and so excited for everyone who was able to make some nice big gains today. But as you guys know, what was my announcement on Twitter? And what did I hop into you guys over on the chat room? And what did I post over on Facebook? I posted, if you guys did not see it, I put right here, I profited over $8,400 today. Well, I'm very happy with my gain, and I'll bring it right here. I said, I'm very happy with my gain. I know that some of our team has lost. I personally don't need $8,500 today, so I'd rather split it up and give it back to anyone who may have taken this loss this morning. I want to lead by example. And, this is, super, super crucial to me. And I do this probably maybe like 4 to 5 times a year. And I wanted to do it today. And, it's absolutely great to, be able to nail a nice gain. But the thing is, guys, I want to give it back to you guys, and that's why what we have right here. If you guys are in the chat room right now, you guys took a loss from this morning. You want to email dekmartrades@gmail.com and have a link of your broker statement, and we'll help you out. But at the same time, again, if you guys are watching this video at a later time, you guys have to get that email in by 3 o'clock. That's the last time we're taking it, because once I publish this video, we'll have a lot of people just randomly sending me emails, which I don't want. So again, need to have it in by the next 30 minutes, guys, or we're done. And why do I want to give this profit away to you guys? Why do I want to do this? Because I want to lead by example, guys. As I said, I understand trading stocks is hard. I understand that, if you guys have been working, and then you look over a profit chat and you're like, oh, how's this guy making so much money? This guy made so much money. This guy made so much money. And then all of a sudden you say to yourself, why am I losing? How did I take up a loss? I want to be there to be able to say, hey, you know what? We all deserve different chances. We all deserve a second chance. We all deserve a third chance. Here, take some of my profit and go ahead and, get back on the horse, right? I don't need $8,500, in one day. Is it great to have? Yes. But the thing is, the fact that I made that, I know I can make that again in the future. I know I can be successful in the stock market. I've been doing this for almost 5 years now. I'm okay if I take $1,000, $2,000 win on the day. And you know what? Throughout the past month, I'm now up over $10,000. I'm up over $12,000 for October. Now going also to our small account challenge. Our small account challenge starts on Monday. And that's when I'm going to be going back down to a $3,500 account. I actually just funded it yesterday. Let's see the exact amount. This is what I'm starting with on the small account challenge. $3,593.65. That's what I'm starting with. And I'm going to be starting that on Monday. And if I get any big gains, from the small account challenge, especially when I grow it, guess what I want to do again? I want to split it up and give a lot back to you guys. You guys are here for a reason. And what is that reason? You want to learn how to make money in the stock market. And guess what? I've been in your shoes, right? I grew up, and probably, a lot like you guys, middle class. Both my parents are teachers. It's not like I had any sort of crazy amount of money growing up at all. They're both on teacher salaries. And if you guys are a teacher, or you guys' parents are a teacher, you guys know how that is. Sometimes it gets a little bit tough. So again, I always wanted to work, get as much experience and much knowledge as I can. And again, I run Dekmar Trades. Why? I don't have to be here. I don't have to do this. I want to be here. I love doing this. And maybe it's because my parents are both teachers, and I enjoy teaching how to trade. I have a passion for it. I really enjoy helping you guys out. And that's why whenever I see someone, let's say, get discouraged, or when someone says, hey, it was an awesome day, I love it, and that gets me, really fired up. But the last thing I ever want someone to do is be like, oh, everyone made some money today. How did I end up losing? Maybe this isn't for me. So I want to split up my profit and just be like, hey, you know what? Here you go. Get back on the horse. I don't need it. I don't want it. I'm going to give it to you guys. All right. So that's why, again, I want to help out, anyone who may have taken some sort of loss on today. And whenever I get, these big profits, of course, I'll be happy to help you guys out with anything you need. But I wanted to go over these plays, of course, talk about them. It is a very fast, it is in a little bit more of a risky market, of course. But, I just want to basically inspire you guys, motivate you guys and say, hey, you know what? Let's do this together. Anyone who's listening to this right now, we are a team. And obviously, you guys can hit me up at any time you need me, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you, work with you, and give you the answers that you want. All right? So, I basically, kind of firing myself up right now. I want to be like, everyone put your hands in. And, virtual, ready, 3, 2, 1, break. All right. And if anyone just stuck their hand over the keyboard, I salute you. All right. But awesome job today, guys. I could not be more happy for the traders who profited today. Absolutely great work. And guess what? We still got another hour and a half, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super excited for our small account challenge coming on up. Our small account challenge starts on Monday. And as you guys know we are doing our small account challenge over on tradecaster.com. And make sure you guys get in there and sign up if you guys have not. Again, it's 100% free to sign up. Make sure you guys get over there right now. I know I've been talking about that the past week. It's just because I don't want anyone logging over to dekmartrades.com, on Monday and be like, where the heck is everybody, right? I thought today was a big day when we're all over on Tradecaster. So make sure you guys are getting over there. Awesome work. Email me again if you guys need me. And I am super fired up about today. Another day breaking over $10,000 on the month. That's about what? I think, dude, like the 10th month in a row now. over $10,000 a month. I think there may have been one that was only 9,000, but I've been staying very, very steady. But guys, if you need anything, hey, I'm here to help. I'm here. I'm ready to take you guys to the next level, and I'm ready to work with you. I want to lead by example, and let's get back to trading. So let's do it.